leave satisfied. Then we know we did our job. If you were a loved one or injured in South Carolina, call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
Ever wonder what it's like to work at Knights Companies? It's more than just a job, it's family. Here, you're not just another employee. You're a valued member of a team dedicated to excellence and innovation in concrete construction. We're united by our passion for building the future together. Join us at Knights Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build.
Delta Force Athletics is the home of Delta Force All-Stars, Charleston's premier cheerleading and tumbling center. Our 10,000 square foot facility allows your child to discover their athletic ability, regardless of skill level. Now enrolling for after-school programs and recreational tumbling. Join us for half-year tryouts, Sunday, October 27th. Visit our website to sign up today. Delta Force Athletics. Don't miss your chance to join the Force.
No-cost tuition is available for 100-plus programs at Trident Technical College. Learn from industry experts and get hands-on experience in labs and clinicals. In-person and online courses are available to suit your schedule and learning style. Get the skills employers are looking for with no student debt. Don't miss out on this opportunity. To take advantage of no-cost tuition, visit us at tridenttech.edu and enroll today.
I've been working with Jason Noble for 8 years. As a result, I was able to retire early. I've referred him to several friends and family. I trust him tremendously.
Call today to get a clearer picture of your financial future.
It's Knights Company's Friday Rivals, driven by Cruz Chevrolet, Goose Creek, Lucy Beckham. The band is rocking and rolling. The team about to be introduced. And before we get things underway, let's go ahead and jump right into tonight's keys. Brought to you by Cruz Chevrolet. Who's walking away with a dub and how?
Well, tonight, if you're Lucy Beckham, you have to be hyper-focused on every single play. Coach Smith mentioned that they'll do well for 9 plays. They'll take a play off, and that's the play that comes up beating them. So hyper-focus on every play. And also, you got to be physical. On paper, this Goose Creek football team is a lot bigger than Lucy Beckham. So Lucy Beckham, you can't let that size deter you. You have to bring your A game tonight. For the Goose Creek Gators, limit the big play. They know all about the big play quarterback, Chalmers Ballard of Lucy Beckham. Limit his big plays and also run the football at free will. Control the line of scrimmage. You're bigger, you're stronger. You're going to have to flex those muscles and control this game. Keep Mr. Ballard on the sidelines. And that's our keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Cruz Chevrolet, where you've got a friend in the car business.
You mentioned it, a similar matchup to just a week ago for Lucy Beckham, Goose Creek, James Island, Somerville, 4A, making their first appearance at the 5A classification. We mentioned depth, and for obviously James Island a week ago, it was that second half where all of a sudden they got wore down a little bit. Mentioning those keys, out physicaling a more physical team. We talk more about Jamel Smith tonight. Man, it is inspiring and contagious to be around him. They have really taken on the embodiment of their head coach in just their 3rd season of varsity football.
Jack, you talk about energy and passion and playing the game the right way. He's done a phenomenal job in his 4th season at the helm. Guy that played for Frank Beamer at Virginia Tech, also played a little bit with the Patriots in the NFL. He knows what it takes to be elite. He knows what it takes to be a solid football player, and that's what he's trying to instill in these young men at Lucy Beckham.
Goose Creek won the toss. They opted to defer. That's where Lucy Beckham will take off after the kickoff by Xander Tingen. Caught it around the 26, brought out to the 34. Nice return by Kane Pritchett. That's tonight's Knights Company's kickoff. Join a team with leadership, integrity, loyalty, and excellence as we get ready to see this first drive. The senior quarterback, Chalmers Ballard, a 3-year starter. He's been at the helm the entire way during this Lucy Beckham run, the origin in its infancy, this program. So much of it on his shoulders tonight. Excited to see big number 10 play. First play from scrimmage. They're going to go for a little deep ball right outside the outreached arms of, it appears, the first-year football player, Aiden Lynch. We'll introduce you to the rest of the Lucy Beckham offense. A couple of shuffling names on that offensive line, but the weapons, Lynch, Manos, Reynolds, big Talmadge Askins actually leads his team in receptions, but it's all about that backfield with Tamer Reed and Chalmers Ballard.
Yeah, of course, if he wants to be able to throw the ball with a little ease, establish that running game, that's what the Bengals hope to do tonight. And already talking about that lack of focus, second play of the game already, a mental mistake for the Bengals.
We introduced you to the starting offense, and we introduced you to the head official tonight, Tim Cahill. A false start on the left side. We mentioned a couple injuries up front, a shuffling of the deck. Already paying dividends this time. A little sweep to the outside. Tamer Reed. It's about an 8-yard pickup, but not so fast. There's another yellow hanky. Looks like a spot of holding.
Yeah, TJ Clary on the stop for the Gators. You mentioned a yellow flag, and you're right. Looking at this young man run the football, he runs aggressive. Tamer Reed, 5'9", sophomore, guy that's done a nice job in the weight room during the offseason. Kind of has that big fullback look. He's going to run it a lot tonight for Lucy Beckham.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay, second down.
And looking to conquer the big monster. Again, that was the big fella, Sawyer Hearn, 6'4", 285 on the right side. He's used to playing left tackle. He gets caught with the hold on the right side. I'll back him up to second 25. How about the fade? Looking for a one-handed grab. That was his favorite receiver, Trevor Reynolds. Introduced you to that Goose Creek defense. Andrew Joseph, Anthony Patterson, Malachi Washington, and Zion Freeman up front. But it's the linebackers. 3 seniors that have played together, Dorn Smith, Caden Gatson, and Jaquez Jenkins. Man, that is a really special group.
Yeah, that linebacking core there, those guys can run sideline to sideline. They're fast, they're aggressive. They will come up and make a play, stick their nose right in the middle of the action. What a luxury for this Goose Creek defense.
3rd and 25. Let's see if they bring a little bit of pressure. An empty backfield for Ballard. He's going to step up. He can run, but he's looking for Askins. This right into the hands of the safety. It's TJ Clary. Said his name. Say it again. Clary's 2nd interception of the year. It's Ballard's 4th pick all season. And this defense is as scary as we read about, E.
And we talked about, we knew the strength of this Goose Creek team would be the defense. And on the opening drive, they come up with a tipped pick. And for Clary being in the right place at the right time, Johnny on the spot. As we always mention, there's no better feeling than being able to yell Oski. That's you just simply turn and you find someone with the opposite jersey to put a hat on.
A nightmarish start for Christian Hart, the offensive coordinator, Lucy Beckham, and their offense. Introduce TJ's brother, Kamani. And how about the hit up front? Let's introduce the big fella for Lucy Beckham. This is Jackson Edwards, this senior, his 8th tackle for a loss this year. As we show you tonight's Sunbelt rental offensive lineup, Dallas Lee, Kingston Hughes, Zion Richardson, that left side, so veteran for Goose Creek. And as we mentioned, Kamani Clary and Trayvon Goss in the backfield to start things off for Goose Creek.
How about Jackson Edwards? That was an angry tackle. He came to play tonight for sure as we have another penalty.
Dead ball, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still second up.
You say deja vu, a almost mirrored start. As you see Tim Cahill, his 3rd false start penalty already on the evening.
And if you're Goose Creek, you want to take advantage of this outstanding field position. I mean, you're starting the ball inside the opponent's 30. You got to get points here. You don't want to necessarily settle for 3. So, yes, they need to lock in. If you're this Lucy Beckham defense, just want to hold and make them settle for a field goal attempt.
Goss in the backfield with Clary. Didn't get to mention those youthful receivers on the outside. Davis, Grant, and Ravenel. On 2nd and long, they'll hand it back off to Goss. Pick up about 4 to make it 3rd and 10.
Yeah, it looks like Ian Clamp there on the stop for Lucy Beckham, the junior.
Ian Clamp in that secondary with Will Helmley, Jaden Geathers, Braylon McFadden. But the guy that we're going to brag on all night, Hank Apley, an all-state selection a year ago, going to play Citadel baseball. Got to keep that kid on the gridiron because it all starts and stops with big number 32.
Yeah, a couple of two-sport star. You love to see the local guys staying home.
How about a little pressure in the backfield? Clary dancing, looking to escape. It's Parker Curry running him down. And we've got penalties all over the field. It was Curry. It was Sullivan Damron in coverage. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 1 if it'll stand.
And that's one of those situations where you just want to throw that ball out of bounds and just live to see another down. So because of him trying to scramble, obviously his teammates trying to save him, came up with the holding penalty. So once again, they're going in the wrong direction. They're going backwards. Not a good start for either offensive unit thus far.
Waiting on an official announcement from Tim Cahill. It appears to be holding.
On the offense. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
Again, I kind of mentioned deja vu, but quite literally a false start and a hold for both of these offense.
So is this should we expect a tipped interception right here?
If we do, I think we all go home. Isn't that how that works? Well, this is no surprise for Goose Creek fans as Jason Winstead, the 7-year head coach, is going to leave his offense on the field. Beckham showing a little bit of pressure. Nowhere to go with the rock. How about in the backfield? It's a sack, a big 4th down stop. It's Sullivan Damron. His first sack of the season. Flips the field, and all of a sudden, Lucy Beckham got a little bit of life after the 4th interception of the season for Chalmers Ballard. 10:03 to go in the first quarter. We're going to take our first break with you at home. Don't go anywhere. The defenses are rolling on tonight's Knights Companies Friday Night Rivals, driven by Cruz Chevrolet.
You've got a friend in the car business.
No payments for 2025? At Cruz Chevy on Rivers, choose your new Chevy or certified pre-owned and have no payment till next year with approved credit. Together, let's drive. Details at cruzchevrolet.com.
At Knights Companies, we're not just in the business of concrete. We're in the business of building relationships. For over 3 generations, our family has proudly served our communities. Join us at Knights Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build. Knights Companies, excellence in concrete, built on family values.
You've got a friend in the car business.
New Chevy trucks and SUVs, no payment till 2025. Certified pre-owned and used vehicles, no payment till next year with approved credit. Details at cruzchevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
We welcome you back into John Fulmer Field, and we bragged on the offenses during the open, but there was a reason that during tonight's Keys to the Game, we debuted our first defensive player, and man, the Goose Creek defense so fast sideline to sideline, but Lucy Beckham bringing a ton of pressure on that first drive has got 2 3-and-outs.
Well, it's one of those situations where you challenge your players, and you say, hey, yeah, on paper they're bigger, but you can't measure someone's heart. And on that opening drive, Lucy Beckham did a great job of not allowing any points after the turnover.
There's the dual threat quarterback on a little RPO action. Ballard will opt to keep. Looks like a pickup of about 1. He was met in the backfield by Anthony Patterson, the senior defensive lineman.
And you see that penetration by that front 4 of Goose Creek doing a great job of being disruptive, getting in that backfield and not allowing Ballard to have a lot of time to really even do anything, much less, throw the football.
Good hard count. Ballard talked about in our open, but top 10 in a flurry of categories in the state of South Carolina. Little tunnel screen on the outside. Pickup of about 5 for Aiden Lynch. His 12th catch of the year. He's averaging about 50 yards per game. A basketball stud, playing his first season of varsity football, and he has been one of Ballard's favorite targets, especially down in the end zone.
Julian Whitfield there to ride him out of bounds, and you can tell a smart offensive game plan so far by Lucy Beckham. 3-step drop, just get it out of your hand. A lot of timing routes, not allowing that defensive pressure of Goose Creek to affect them.
3rd and 7 for Ballard. He hits right in the hands. He was looking for Capers, Driggers, a sophomore slot receiver. He could hear footsteps in that secondary. That was TJ Clary beckoning down and breathing down his neck.
Clary already has an interception. This time he's trying to come up with the highlight displacement of the football. Not able to connect, so another 3-and-out for Lucy Beckham. Of course, the first possession ended in the turnover. This time they'll have to punt it away.
Defense is so fast, something Coach Winstead talked about with that side of the rock. This is Sullivan Damron on to punt, barely gets it away, end over. Takes a great advantageous role for Lucy Beckham, as that was Taru Davis, young freshman standout. He's going to watch it roll out of bounds at around the 25. Great kick for Damron, who's already got the sack defensively, now firing away, just nearly getting it blocked. Flipping field, great field position for Beckham on this drive.
Well, you and I talked off air about just the great special teams we've seen here in the Low Country. A lot of outstanding kickers that we've seen on display here this year, and he's no different. I guess in our 15th year of doing Friday Night Rivals, I can't ever recall seeing as many solid punters as what we've seen this year.
Joined upstairs with a guy who's been on hand for a lot of them. Talking with former ABC News 4 anchor Dean Stevens. Grady Dangerfield from a week ago, it sounded different coming off of his foot. As this time he's going to hand off to Goss, an 11-yard pickup, and tonight's first Mr. Sparky first down. It's on the legs of Trayvon Goss.
For a while there, we were starting to worry if he would be able to talk about Mr. Sparky and needed to fix the offenses so he could get his plug in for a first down, but a nice solid run by the Gators, and as you mentioned, they'll get a new set of downs.
Great push up front. That was the pulling right guard Xavier Johnson. Goose Creek going no huddle, up tempo. They find the freshman Taru Davis, his 27th catch of the year. It's a little tunnel screen, gain of 7. And even when we talked with Coach Winstead this week, he said, yo, this kid is special.
Yeah, he has a very bright future. As you can see, a freshman there, a lot of hope for him. Nice job on the tackle from William Helmley. So, and surprisingly, we heard Coach Winstead say they wanted to kind of slow it down, but so far, going to a little tempo.
Well, why not? Put your foot in the ground and run by everybody. A touchdown-saving tackle in the secondary. That was Meyer Daniels, the outside linebacker, with some nice backside pursuit. But you're right, the no huddle, and all of a sudden, Goose Creek taking advantage on some hands on hips on the defensive side of the rock.
Nice job blocking by the offensive line. Trayvon Goss able to find that hole, kind of make himself skinny and just explode down the field. So you're right, a touchdown-saving tackle, or Mr. Goss would be dancing in the end zone right now.
Pair of receivers at the bottom of the screen. He's looking for Davis again, and in and out of the hands. A rare drop for the young freshman.
Catch first, then run. You could tell he took his eyes off of it, was looking downfield to make a play. I'm sure if he were to have that opportunity again, he'll make that play 9 times out of 10. So simple mistake there. No harm, second down coming up for the Gators.
Here's a look at 7th-year head coach Jason Winstead, 4-3 on the season as Goose Creek 2-0. Before last year, they had won the region 4 years in a row. Clearly steps up, looking for a man downfield. He's got a guy that's beaten coverage. Wide open in the back of the end zone, Jalen Grant. His 2nd touchdown of the year. The 8th in the air from Claire. Tonight's Trident Technical College touchdown. What a dime from 3 to 5.
I'm not sure what happened here is Billy McFadden. I don't know if he slipped or fell playing zone or that he would have a little help over the top, but busted coverage there, and give credit to Goose Creek, able to take advantage of it, be able to not overthrow, because sometimes that's the hardest ball to catch when you're that wide open. So good job as the Gators strike first.
Maya Gonzalez comes on, the senior, a 3-year letterman, strikes it through, making it a 7-point lead, but a clean right. Doesn't let the nerves take over, puts it right on the numbers. Goose Creek, a 7-point lead. They strike first. Tonight's company's Friday Night Cruise.
Watch Entertainment Tonight
after ABC News 4 at 7.
We help people who've been hurt, period. We want everyone that comes to our office to leave satisfied. Then we know we did our job. If you were a loved one or injured in South Carolina, call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
Welcome to Purpose Driven Athletics. We are dedicated to mentoring student athletes, helping them reach their athletic capabilities and academic goals. Our personalized approach improves your chances of getting into the college you want. Don't wait. Join Purpose Driven Athletics today. We will give you the mentorship and coaching you deserve. Learn more about us online at purposedrivenathletics.com. Let us help you reach your goals. Your future starts now with Purpose Driven Athletics.
I've been working with Jason Noble since he was referred by a friend. He's helped me so much on my retirement journey that now I have no financial worries at all.
Call today to get a clearer picture of your financial future.
As we welcome you back into John Fulmer Field. If you're just joining us, it was a 35-yard strike from Clary to Grant to get Goose Creek on the board first. But my favorite segment before we move any further tonight, Scissor Lift, brought to you by Sunbelt Rental. Without the right equipment, you've got no game. And that's our guy upstairs, Mr. Tim Fennell. He's got some crazy antics usually for us every week. Not sure if we'll wait to see him in the third quarter, but he's the best in the business in that far end zone.
Well, don't see any of the flags moving, so it's not a windy night. I don't know if I'd be doing crazy antics if I'm that high in the scissor lift, but as always, Tim Fennell, the man, doing a great job. And you see our crew. Jack, let's wave to the camera.
Nah, I mean, I got a face. Nah, I'm cool.
Anyway, but yeah, these guys just do a great job. And as we always mention, 15 years, Jack, of Friday Night Rivals. I don't know. It's just crazy to think it's what seemed to be just like, oh, let's just do some high school football games. Now it's turned into must-watch. Like, there are more people watching Goose Creek and Lucy Beckham than probably the WNBA Finals, the MLB baseball playoffs.
I like that.
And definitely more than Florida State and Duke.
Well, that's the appeal of having Everett German in your booth. That's
or also pencil talk. Like, everybody's worried about, like, when's the pencil going to come out? That's the question.
We'll see how Lucy Beckham will respond. Great special teams play. Huge hit. It's like Javez Reed talking his talk.
Kenneth
Javed Bauman as well.
Yeah. Again, a lot of angry time. I don't know if it's because the weather's cooler or what, but KJ Smalls, you can see the 5'9" senior there delivering the big blow, be first down. I got to tell you, Jack, I'm kind of digging these not all black, but black helmets, black tops for Goose Creek. Sharp looking.
Good uni game, or costume game as some in the industry will call it. But
kind of reminds you of like Wake Forest.
I like that. I've always digged the Lucy Beckham Seattle Seahawks-esque look as well, as a design quarterback run, great cut through the middle of the field, an 8-yard pickup from Ballard. But the fourth penalty from scrimmage, as it appears, it looks like again in the spot of holding on the Bengals.
And it's a smart decision. When you need some big play from your offense, give it to number 10 and let him, as we always refer to it as the C play, give it to Chalmers Ballard and see what he can do. So that time, another big run, but unfortunately for him, another holding penalty. You have to think the smaller offensive line of Lucy Beckham having a lot of difficulty blocking that front for Goose Creek.
Waiting official announcement from Tim Cahill, who's been busy
Holding on the offense. 10 yards from the previous spot, replay first down.
You mentioned it. Suffered some injuries in that crazy loss last week to Stratford, but those Lucy Beckham coaches, after a 42-38 ball game, they said, man, what a blast. But again, some injuries up front, having to move a couple guys around. Alex Tokasha, who actually plays defense as well, playing that left tackle, looking to ease into this ball game. They'll hand it off on 1st and 20 to Tama Reed. A pickup of about 3, but again, you're starting to see Goose Creek up front impose their will.
Tackle made by Kenneth Smalls as well as Jaquez Jenkins. They're doing a great job of having roll call at the football, not allowing their teammate to have to make solo tackles. So obviously Coach Winstead pleased with what he's seen thus far from his defensive unit.
Second and about 18. Little eye candy motion to the backfield. That's Manos. Bubble screen the other side. Lynch looking to cut it back upfield. But again, that's a whole lot of black helmets, and there's just no space for those weapons right now for Lucy Beckham to take off.
And great recognition by the defense. You saw they were about to come with the heavy pressure and saw that they were trying to set up the screen, stopped, and immediately made it over to the sideline to stop that big play. Usually that's how you slow down a pass rush, is with the screen, but give credit to Goose Creek. Very disciplined in their approach. That's why I have 3rd down and long.
3rd and long for already the 3rd time tonight for the Bengals. Empty backfield, looking for a man across the middle. Great dime. He finds Talmadge Askins, his 17th catch of the year. Makes it about 4th and 5. Decision time. You leave him out there?
Well, your punting game is pretty good. You did force some long situations, unfortunately for them. Goose Creek was able to convert. Still early in the football, still playing the game. I would punt it away if it were me.
Flip the field. That's exactly what Jamel Smith company will do. Askins, it's about a 15-yard pickup. But again, something to build on going into the next drive as Damron comes out. Lofty snap, fires away. This is a little bit of a spinner as Davis will come up and catch. Great work by the young freshman. He's come take it away this time. It'll be great field position. They'll take over at around the 45.
Finally, we get a punt returner that's not afraid to come up and catch the ball secure, because you have to think, if he lets that ball hit and roll, they could probably lose anywhere from 10 to 15 yards. So 2 thumbs up to that guy, the punt returner, Teru Davis.
5:20 to go in the first quarter. It was a quick strike from Clary to Jalen Grant, just his 24th catch of the year. And for Goose Creek, this is an offense, there's a lot of weapons to fill on the outside. It's a youthful group, but looking to kind of fill into their own tonight. Off to a great start.
just want to point out that was like a point guard with the layup. I said 2 thumbs up.
You like that?
And they went to the crowd. I mean, they could have put the thumbs up guy. You see what I'm saying, Jack?
Come
Like
on,
they
man.
got to follow me there. They got to follow me.
We're in week 8. We're rocking and rolling. Clary's rocking and rolling. He finds Grant again. Great pressure in the backfield from Lucy Beckham. That was Hank Apley breathing down the back of Clary, but did a great job staying calm, keeping his eyes downfield, and it's a 9-yard pickup.
And what I love about this, he throws the football up the field. He could have easily thrown it to him, but he leads him up the field, as you see right here. So he has his momentum going that way. That's huge. It may not seem like a big thing, but it really is, because instead of having to stop and then generate, his momentum is already going. Nice pass by Goose Creek.
Little screen on the outside, good enough for another Mr. Sparky first down. Great tackle by Jaden Gathers to make sure that Davis didn't have anywhere to go. But, hey, this is a little bit of a different blueprint offensively. Goose Creek, who runs it for about 160 yards a game, offensively have struggled a bit. Kamani Clary has been a little bit of a, I guess, different offense schematically for him to run. As you've seen, the averages drop a bit, but they're throwing the ball at will so far tonight. Here comes some pressure, moves the pocket. How about the speed? Beat the man to the corner. Kamani Clary can boogie. His 22-yard run takes Goose Creek right into the Rapid Repair red zone.
Now, during the break, you laughed at me when I told you who you reminded me of. So do you want to say, I'm sorry, E, and apologize? As I said, just the way his body looks physically and just that stride and that run, kind of reminds you of somebody that plays in the NFL right now. Where's number 8 that happens to play on the team that defeated the Redskins last week?
We were a possession, and he compared him to the 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson. I'll eat a bar of soap because, man, Clary really got out of the pocket and took off.
Just a high school version of him.
I'm all in. This time, Lamar Jr. hands it off to Goss. Goss met by a whole ton of Bengals. Looked like Henry Haskins as well as Hank Apley.
And if you're this Lucy Beckham defense right now, you're just trying to bend but don't break. Trying to give up a field goal attempt. Don't allow them to get into the end zone. What you don't want to do is fall behind by 2 scores. That changes your whole game plan.
It was Meyer Daniels as well. His 50th tackles a year. Did a great job sealing the outside, forcing the run back to the middle. 2nd and 6. Line to gain is the 3, so Clary will drop back. Ooh, man, make a man miss. That was Parker Curry in the backfield, met by a couple nose tackles, but very shifty was Clary just to get it back to the original line of scrimmage.
And that's where having an athlete at that position really comes into play. Somebody who can, when things just kind of go off script, you can still make something out of nothing. It's not always going to be the big play, but getting a yard or 2 as opposed to losing 5 or 6, that's how these drives continue. But a big 3rd down coming up for the Lucy Beckham defense.
Coach Jamel Smith, 2nd-team All-American. Played at Virginia Tech, looking for his defense. Little bend, no break. It's Clary, nice hard count. Almost gets Jack LaMonica to jump off sides. LaMonica dealing with a bit of a shoulder. Tough, gritty outside linebacker looking to help get a stop. And Coach Winstead's going to opt for a quick timeout. Didn't love the formation. He's going to bring him over, regather. Well, we've got a good one on hand tonight, but the slate tomorrow, woo, people have had this highlighted, have altered wedding plans about 6 months ago for this Saturday. SEC on ABC, Miami, Louisville at noon, then Alabama, Tennessee at 3:30, and then maybe a potential, I know I'm a little bit biased, but future national championship game in Texas and Georgia in Austin at 7:30 tomorrow.
Well, I can promise you, if Texas takes care of Georgia tomorrow, you don't have to worry about Georgia being in the playoffs because that would be 2 losses for the Bulldogs, and I think they still have to play Tennessee and somebody else. So, but yes, right now your Longhorns look very good, very balanced. Run it. Now they'll be tested tomorrow on the defensive side. They'll Etienne, he's solid. They got about 3 backs, but I don't know. They're in Austin. Seems like the Longhorns are rolling right now. They're like Noah's Ark. They got 2 of everything, including quarterbacks.
Well, if you're not watching us, then you should probably watch tomorrow. A little SEC on ABC action as we welcome you back to the action. Goose Creek in the red zone for the 2nd time this evening. 3rd and 8. Claire looking to the end zone. Looking for Grant on a quick skinny. Nice pressure. Moves the pocket. Looking, does he have the freshman Davis? Did he get a foot in bounds as he was pushed at the last second? And our lines judge is going to say he did not get the 1 foot required in. Nice snag from Davis, but we almost had a gem on our hands.
There you go, just eluding the rush, making guys, mixing that miss. That's a tough throw, throwing across your body, going left. He's right-handed, but able to deliver it. Pinpoint accuracy, as you see the catch there, and maybe was he pushed up before he got a foot down? Doesn't really matter, because what we say, the officials said no. So the Bengals defense, they've won the first battle. Now let's see if they can either get a block here or a miss.
This is Xander Tingen on for his third attempt of the year. Splits the uprights, and it's good. We asked Coach Winstead how he felt about his special teams unit. He said, well, outside our opportunity, hey, this is going to instill a little bit of trust. Xander Tingen looked like, I believe my math isn't great, but a third try. Goose Creek extends the lead to 10.
If you were Goose Creek, you wanted to get something out of that particular drive. Obviously, you would have preferred to get 6, but you'll settle for 3. The way your defense is playing right now, that's more than enough. But we know this Lucy Beckham Bengal offense, they'll make adjustments. Yeah, they'll get it going here eventually.
Goose Creek band fired up. Coach Winstead fired up about his group. Tingen will head back out for the kickoff duties, but maybe can't go understated. Lucy Beckham led 38-28 against Stratford just a week ago with 6.5 minutes to play. Yeah. They've seen leads evaporate. What do you need to see them offensively to kind of instill some confidence here at the end of the quarter?
Well, for them, I think it'd be solid to cross the 50-yard line. The whole entire first quarter seems like it's been on this end of the field. So put together a couple of first downs, have maybe a big play or two, just kind of give yourself some breathing room. Even if the drive stalls, then you would force Goose Creek to drive the length of the field.
Second time this evening, kickoffs found the hands of Kane Pritchett. Beckham will take over at the 36. Self-inflicted wounds. We've already seen 4 penalties on the offensive side of the ball for Lucy Beckham. Looking to stay on time with the chains. Well,
and don't forget a turnover as well on the opening drive.
It was, again, like kind of forced, right? Moved the pocket on 3rd and long. Ballard, who entered tonight, a 129.3 QBR. That's tops in the entire low country. 173 yards per game in the air and 73 per game on the ground. He's eclipsed 100 yards rushing 3 times on the season, yet Goose Creek has quieted the risky and dangerous quarterback. Seeing for the first time tonight, this is Tymer Garris, the senior running back at 5'9", $165. Did a great job hitting the hole. Pickup of about 8.
And as bad as Lucy Beckham's played here in the first quarter, they're only down by 10. So as we always mention, still plenty of football left. String together a couple of positive plays, just eliminate the penalties.
We're back to him, trying to extend it, but again, the speed. Garris has got nowhere to go. What a great tackle in the backfield. Almost 27, Jaquez Jenkins, the Captain Will linebacker.
Yeah, he was the first Gator there to disrupt it, and they got to keep the black jerseys out of the backfield. Hard to do anything when you don't have time.
We saw some success. It was Askins, the tight end through the middle of the seam. No, you've been so excited about offensively, middle of the field. See what Christian Hart, the OC, dials up. This time he's got Askins move the pocket. 9-yard pickup and the first down of the evening for Lucy Beckham.
Yeah, tackle made by Julian Whitfield. Smart play by Beckham. Don't stand back there and be a moving duck. Obviously, he's right-handed. Let him go over to his strong arm, which is obviously his right hand, and able to deliver. So he is a guy that can throw on the move. He doesn't have to be stagnant. So good job there by Ballard, picking up his first Mr. Sparky first down.
Pair of receivers the back, pair of the top. Penalty before even the play is snapped as Ballard, as confused as I am, looks like it might be a legal formation, maybe a false start. Is again, Tim Cahill on first down of Lucy Beckham has been a busy man.
And if you're Jamel Smith, you're like, guys, we literally are just killing ourselves. Like, we can't, every time we take 2 steps forward, we take 1 step back. However, this one is against Goose Creek, just a sideline warning. So,
but interesting because the whistle, it almost blew the play dead. On the field, they're signaling that the down was confirmed. They'll 2nd and 10. You hear me a little bit of a question mark on the teleprompter like Ron Burgundy. It felt like that play should have been blown dead before the start, right?
Right.
Despite it, trips at the bottom. How about a little bit of a screen? He's got Trevor Reynolds, the speedy receiver, to the outside. A 6-yard pickup. Reynolds, who can really fly. He's got 15 catches coming in tonight for 295. That's his first rush, but again, get your weapons in open space. Christian Hart dials up a beautiful play to make it third and more manageable.
Jaquez Jenkins again there on the stop, as you can see, well organized by the Bengals, but here again, not enough blocking out there. One white jersey on 5 black jerseys, that's just not a good ratio.
Malachi Washington, the big defensive lineman, in pursuit as well. Third and about 5 for Lucy Beckham, and Jamel Smith will opt to take a timeout, knowing how important it is for his offense to continue to move these chains.
A little shock, though. I mean, the play clock, he could have just let the quarter run out, and it would not have been a delay of game.
Well, this is an offense who's been under control of Crudledge since its origin. Hart, Wando legend, actually discussed with him before the game. Their 10-1 season, the first region championship for Wando High School, that these guys talked about a ton. All of our highlights tonight will be live at ABC News 4 with Scott Eisberg, their sports director. Web Wright as well.
Speaking of Wando, we'll have them next week at Stratford.
Wando Stratford. Knights Companies, the Knights, you're going to have enough puns to last a lifetime.
And, of course, it's the homecoming for new Wando head coach, who was the offensive coordinator for Stratford last year. So it'll be a lot of
familiar faces.
A lot of fun.
Before they get ready for the season finale with Lucy Beckham. Beckham, the only other public school in Mount Pleasant, basically splitting Wando right down the middle. Jamel Smith, 8-year defensive coordinator over at Wando. Christian Hart, an alumni and offense coordinator as well, before they brought their talents to South Mount Pleasant. Desperately looking for a first down. 3rd and 3, Ballard looking downfield, outside of the outreach, jumping hands of Capers Driggers yet again. Got to put it on the numbers to advance the chains.
Yeah, it looked like he had the inside position, but just simply kind of mailed that one over his head. So tough throw. I'm sure he wished he had that one back to be able to kind of really step into it and get that football down. But all in all, at least now you've crossed the 50. Now you're going to make Goose Creek drive the length of the field and not give them a short field.
Damron on for his 3rd punt already this evening. Goose Creek bringing some pressure and over. Davis back and waiting. This is going to kick right off of the foot of Gethers, preventing what looked like another 5 or 6 yards. We'll be down at around 16 with just 6 to go in the first.
Yeah, tough break there, because you're right. Had he gotten out of the way, that ball could have continued to roll and possibly pin them inside the 10-yard line. But still a good punt by the Bengals, and we'll see what Goose Creek does here on this final play of the first quarter.
Special teams effort from Lucy Beckham. We're not saying it's Beamer Ball-esque, but Coach Smith raved about the hiring of Amani Ellington. Came over from Philip Simmons a year ago, so he's done a great job with that unit. With 6 to go, Clary joined the backfield by, it looks like, the superstar Malik McGowan. We held our breath, didn't know if we were going to see the stud number 9. But for the first time since week 2, Malik McGowan jumps into this ball game, and a 6-yard pickup will take us to the second quarter. A coming 10-0 lead for Goose Creek on tonight's Knights Companies. Friday Night Rivals driven by Crew Chevrolet. 5A region is a loaded one. Goose Creek desperately looking for a dub. Tonight's Friday Night Lights broadcast.
What do we got?
Code 94, circuit breaker.
Let's break it down.
Susie's got dance recital, Kevin has midterms, Dan's trying to watch the game, and I'm just trying to make dinner.
Kevin!
Flip the breaker! We should take a look at that breaker.
Relieved of duty.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Is your child struggling in school? Do you know a child 16 to 19 years of age who has dropped out, lacks discipline, or is on a destructive path? Then give the Will Lou Gray Opportunity School a try. The military-style school provides an alternative education to young adults in need of a second chance by offering academic instruction by state-certified teachers and job-based training. Students live on campus during the 14-week program, which is virtually free. For more information, call us or visit willlougray.org.
Chronic low back pain impacts millions of people. New research suggests that for many, pain signals are actually transmitted from a nerve inside the vertebra. The Southeastern Spine Institute now performs a revolutionary procedure that actually stops these signals and ends the pain.
The Intercept procedure is one of the only spinal procedures that we do where patients can resume normal activity literally the day after.
See if you're a candidate for the Intercept procedure. Call today. No doctor referral is needed.
Rapid Repairs is the standard for electrical repairs in the Lowcountry. We offer our clients a peace of mind with a professional experience that delivers industry-leading guarantees and straightforward pricing. With over 20 years of experience, our licensed experts handle everything from inspections to installations and repairs with precision and care. Call now and get a 10% discount on your first service. You deserve the best. If your home needs repairs, call Rapid Repairs.
It's week 8 of Knights Company's Friday Night Rivals broadcast, and tonight we welcome you into John Fulmer Field. If you're just joining us, a 10-0 lead for the Gators. But we introduce you to the third member of our crew. Welcome back, Trooper Bob. What you got for us, sir?
Hey guys, I just wanted to tell you, I've been with you since August on the sidelines for you, but let's pan over to the Goose Creek tent. Whether you're on offense or defense, the second they come off the field, they're going right over to the tent to talk about the previous plays. And you don't see this at a lot of schools, but we're seeing this here at Goose Creek. They're out here to win the game tonight. They're taking this seriously. I'll send it back to you guys.
As serious as you'll find. That's the beauty of 5A football in the Lowcountry. Goose Creek, a powerhouse. I mentioned Jason Winstead before last season on our finale Friday night broadcast. He had won 4 region championships in a row with a lot of help to big-time runs. You see cutting back through the middle of the field. Looked like that was Javea Brown, a receiver playing out of the backfield. But again, some more dirty laundry on the field. This is Tim Cahill. It's a penalty on the far sideline.
Tell you what, Tim Cahill might reach 10,000 steps here tonight from walking from the back to make the calls. And it's been a very, let's say, dirty laundry night here tonight. A lot of yellow flags on the field. And Jason Winstead just thinking, what? Guys, you're killing us. You're killing us. But, you know, Jack, you and I, we talked to
on the offense
each week, and both
10
of
yards
them
from the spot of the foul,
kind
replay
of said the
second
same
out.
thing. Like, we're young, and so we kind of have to, I mean, you want to hold them accountable, but you also have to be very strategic with how you do so. So, unfortunately, as they always say, the good things about freshmen and sophomores is, well, eventually they become juniors and seniors. But, yeah, it's one of those things where just those mental mistakes, those are the ones that are, you can control. Those will kill you over the course of a game.
Coach Winstead, who spent 20 years in the Upstate, previously at South Point High School, been around the game for a long time, and he just kind of laughed at this. He's like, hey, look at the numbers, right? Like, our defense has only given up double digits 3 times this season, twice going over 20. He's been in a lot of games. We've won a lot of close ones. We've lost a couple close ones. But you could just tell he was like, we're just waiting for the offense to catch up a little bit because these juniors and sophomores, they're better week in and week out. We've got an extended dialogue between Coach Winstead and our officiating crew.
And that is the good makeup, or makeup, I should say, of a good team where, some nights you might win in a shootout, 42-38. And some games you might have to win 10-7. Just somebody's got to be on each game. If somebody can be on, other one can afford to take a break.
I'm not sure if this is a conversation on whether it was a spot foul. If they'll replay the down, it'll be 1st and 20, or if it'll be second at the spot of the foul, 10 yards behind it. And it looks like that's exactly what will happen. 2nd and 4, it appears, for Goose Creek. And tough break for Lucy Beckham. Clary joined back in the backfield with the starter Trayvon Goss. Kicks it to Goss, breaks a tackle, runs right through the linebacker's chest. Was tackled by Bo Walton, ran through an arm tackle with Hank Apley, and Apley, one of the best in the entire state. Great work by Goss.
Now, that is one thing that's consistent each and every week. All of these great running backs that we've seen over the course of this season, none of them really are able to go down with one arm tackle. You better get 2 hands on those guys. You better tackle low and get them on the ground.
How about a deep ball? Taking a shot. He's looking for Davis. Looked like great coverage. It was Will Hemley, the free safety, coming to help out Jaden Geathers, but another penalty flag as Taru Davis looks like he may have run into a DPI.
Well, and it looked like he was tracking the ball really well. I thought he was going to stop and come back to make the catch. As we take a look at the replay here, nicely thrown football right down the middle of the field, which is, you know, where I love it. Splits the two defenders, and they must have just, at the end, a little too much contact.
Like they got Geathers getting there a bit early, not allowed Davis had a chance to catch the football. You know, this is an offense all season long. We mentioned Malik McGowan. I misspoke. It was actually the wide receiver who hadn't played running back all year in Jay Brown. This offense is taking shots, and they're taking them early. Clary looking for his man downfield. Looking for a hanky, as it was Grant flying down the sidelines.
Jaden Geathers as well as Ian Clamp on the coverage. You see Geathers there, 5'8" junior. Good job in coverage, really stride for stride with him and able to not commit the pass interference.
And you know, they keep disguising him. We held our breath. Malik McGowan, one of the best running backs in the air, holding an offer from Jackson State. He's only played in 2 games this season, making his first appearance since week 2. Coach Winstead was really excited to get him back in action as Taru Davis run through a tackle. In coverage was Ian Clamp, but another penalty as we can't find a smooth.
Illegal man downfield is the call. And right now, it's kind of like one side of the field is like, wow, we're not very mentally tough. And then the guys across the field say, you know what? Hold my bottled water. Well, let me show you just how unmentally tough we can be. But it's just unfortunate because both teams, you know, the kids are playing hard, they're trying, but at some point, yeah, you just can't continue to hurt yourself with the penalties. You got to, it was one of our keys, our Cruise Chevrolet keys to the game. You got to lock in and focus on every single play.
Hyper focus. He almost yelled at us in our interview with Coach Smith, who's so excited about even just showing up to practice with this group. But 9 penalties already accepted total in this ball game. It's been a bit sloppy as Clary's going to move the pocket. Great coverage as Clamp. Make sure to use that sidelines as another tackler. It's a pick of about 2, but it'll be 3rd and 14. Great work by Clamp in the open field.
Yeah, nice job of using that sideline as an extra defender and not allowing him to, per se, turn that corner. So nice job trying to make something happen was Clary. Just couldn't quite outrun the defense. You take a look, speaking of defense, Coach Smith looks like he could, well, put on pads right now and handle his business if he had to.
Longest yard edition. You know the guy that played 3 years professionally overseas, had a stint with the Patriots in the NFL, a 2-time second-team All-American at Virginia Tech, coached at Coastal Carolina, now the head man here at Lucy Beckham. Talk about knowing the defensive side of the football. Maybe none better in the area as Jamel Smith, as we are looking to find some flow in this ball game. Coach Winstead's going to time out of the half. Have a conversation about 3rd and long. We're going to take a quick break with them. We're going to find some flow when we come back, folks. The Gators with a 10-0 lead with 10 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Watch Entertainment Tonight
after ABC News 4 at 7.
You've got a friend in the car business.
And you can have no payments till 2025. New Chevys and used cars too. Now at Cruise Chevy on Rivers, no payment till 2025 with approved credit. Together, let's drive. Details at cruisechevrolet.com.
Ever wonder what it's like to work at Knight's Companies? It's more than just a job. It's family. Here, you're not just another employee. You're a valued member of a team dedicated to excellence and innovation in concrete construction. We're united by our passion for building the future together. Join us at Knight's Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build.
You've got a friend in the car business.
No payments for 2025 at Cruise Chevy on Rivers. Choose your new Chevy or certified pre-owned and have no payment till next year with approved credit. Together, let's drive. Details at cruisechevrolet.com.
Friday night rivals on a beautiful, crisp autumn night. And how about that shot? It's a full moon. You know we're in store for some craziness as Goose Creek off to a quick 10-point lead. If you're just joining us, Jack DeLongchamp joined upstairs with Everett German.
I think we've seen the craziness, all these penalties.
And now I understand what's happened.
The full moons, how guys are just going, there must be watching the moon tonight instead of watching the football.
3rd and long. How about some craziness downfield? Another deep ball looking for Davis. Looking to find the football, looking to find the flag. Will Helmley hitting a couple of high knees. I got to be honest, we might have to get some ice for this officiating crew. Got to ice those arms after the game. We got the 13th penalty flag as Clary was looking for Davis on another go route.
And that's what you want to do. You want to throw it short and have your guy make an attempt so that way you kind of almost generate the pass interference, which is exactly what he did. So Clary actually benefited from underthrowing that football. Now, granted, had he been able to get it out in front of him, it would have been a touchdown.
He got to turn around and play the football right, but not a ton of contact. Did you see enough for PI?
No, but like you said, you got to turn around.
Yeah. How about the first carry from the line of scrimmage and making a huge impact? The presence of Malik McGowan. He refuses to go down. Big number 9. Told you, hasn't played since week 2. Was the Region Player of the Year a season ago. In just 3 games, 42 carries for 274. This kid's different. The next line of starting running backs in our area.
Big, strong, physical, refused to go down. Hank Apley somehow got him on the ground. Now, you can tell that's the man that's angry because he's not played in only 3 games this year.
Coach Winstead told us he is going to be on a snap count. They're going to weather, make sure that we've got him for our big playoff push at the end of the season. But hey, man, we want to win a region championship, and we got to have number 9 to be able to do so. Coach Smith is going to take it to what to do with 9.
I was about to say, Jack, he was purposely driven on that run, driven to get into the end zone.
First down brought to you by Purpose Driven Athletics, and we're going to let the sweet run of McGowan take us to our final break of the second quarter. 10-0, and the Gators are driving.
These are the people of South Carolina. These are our neighbors. And when one of our neighbors needs help, we want to be there for them. A lot of people don't know what to do after a car wreck. That's what we're here for. Call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
Welcome to Purpose Driven Athletics. We are dedicated to mentoring student athletes, helping them reach their athletic capabilities and academic goals. Our personalized approach improves your chances of getting into the college you want. Don't wait. Join Purpose Driven Athletics today. We will give you the mentorship and coaching you deserve. Learn more about us online at purposedrivenathletics.com. Let us help you reach your goals. Your future starts now with Purpose Driven.